ClubExpress Configuring Member Sign-Up. When people want to join your club or association, they launch a series of web pages called a wizard, which you place on the public side of the website. When members want to renew their membership, they launch a wizard, which is on the members side of the website. ClubExpress includes a number of options for configuring these wizards, so you decide what is displayed to the user. When logged in as an administrator, we start on the Control Panel's People tab. Depending on when your site was initialized, in the Administration section, you'll find a choice for either Member Sign-Up or Membership Sign-Up information. Before we explore how to set up the wizards, let's click on the Edit Configuration icon. In this window, function name represents the name that you want to use for the function within ClubExpress. It's the name it will have when listed in the Control Panel. Menu text is the name you want to use on a menu, which is sometimes shorter. For this module, the club wants the words Join Now to appear on their menu, and when clicked, it launches the Sign-Up wizard. Visibility controls who can see this function: all visitors to the website, or members only after they've logged in. For the member sign-up, this would be made available to everyone, but only placed on the public menu because logged-in members have already joined. To configure the membership sign-up and renewal wizards, click on the module name or the edit icon. This displays the member sign-up setup screen. There are 3 wizards available. 2 are required, one for member sign-up and one for member renewal. And there's an optional wizard. Enabling the optional first login feature allows you to configure a membership wizard for members who are logging in for the first time. This requires new site users, whether they're a new member or an existing member, to review and update their information. This can be especially useful when members were originally bulk loaded into the system, but there may be additional member information fields that have been defined that were not part of the original upload. Or you might need them to sign a joining agreement, perhaps a code of ethics for a professional association, or it could be a release or waiver agreement for the club. So when enabled, you can decide that when the member logs in for the first time, the wizard with the selected pages will be presented. If they navigate to other areas of the site before completing the wizard, perhaps by clicking on a menu choice or on their profile, and then they log out, the wizard will be displayed the next time they log in, and it will be shown every time they log in until they complete the wizard. Membership wizards can have up to 11 pages, and these pages are listed down the left-hand side of the screen. The right side of the screen has 5 columns with checkboxes or dashes. The first 2 wizards each have 2 versions, depending on whether the wizard is being viewed by a member or prospective member, or if it's being viewed by an administrator who is adding or renewing a member. The first 2 columns are for new members signing up. The second 2 columns are for member renewals. For a new member signing themselves up, the shortest that a new member wizard can be is 5 screens. This includes the member type, privacy agreement, basic contact information, the username and password, and then the summary screen. When an administrator is adding a new member, the username and password screen does not appear. Instead, the system sends the member an email with a temporary username and password that they will change as soon as they log in. For a renewal, regardless of who is viewing, the shortest that the wizard can be is 2 screens. Select the member type and then the summary. But there's a number of other options that you can show during signups and renewals, and these are reflected in the various checkboxes. This lets you decide which screen should be shown to the user or administrator. For example, if a member is signing him or herself up, you might want to present screens that gather additional member data or member interests. However, if the wizard is being viewed by an administrator who's adding a member through the Control Panel's Member Manager, the admin may not have that information, so it's likely that the admin need not see those pages. If you have enabled the first login option, the 5th column lets you decide which screens will be shown to the user as part of their first attempt to log into your site. Let's look at the available wizard screens. The first screen in the wizard is the member type, and in every case, the member has to select a member type. The next screen is the privacy agreement, and it's required for all new members signing up and when first login option has been enabled. This is where they must agree to the privacy statement and its options. Next is the basic contact information screen: name, address, phone number, email address, work information, and so on. These 3 screens are always present during sign-up, And the checkboxes here are grayed out. You can't change them because you need to collect this information for all new members. However, when members renew their membership, you have the option of displaying the contact information screen so that members can renew their information and update it if necessary. If you've defined additional member data, these are additional fields in your database, then you can optionally display this screen as well, and it will appear right after the contact information screen. Note that questions requesting additional member data must exist and must be enabled for the membership application for this page to appear. Also, questions must be associated with the membership type selected by the member. If you've defined and activated member attachments, you can present the screen where your members can view and upload attachments. There's also a function in ClubExpress that allows members to define their interests, and you can display the interest screen as part of the wizard and have members select their interest. Again, note for this page to appear, the interest module must be enabled, and if you want the page to be available during member sign-up, the interest visibility must be set to any web visitor. The next screen in the wizard is a hybrid screen. It defines not only chapters that members can join if your club or association supports chapters, but also additional members for this account and the chapters that those additional members may belong to. So if you have chapters only, or if you have additional members only, or if you have chapters and additional members, you can optionally define the screen to appear in the wizard and allow that information to be selected as a member is signing up or changed as a member is renewing. The next screen in the wizard is the username and password. This one is only displayed for new members who are signing themselves up. For a renewal, it's not necessary. If an admin is signing up a new member, the system generates a temporary username and password. That's then emailed to the member. He or she can change it once they log in. If you've enabled and configured the additional charges module, you can display a screen listing those additional charges as part of the wizard. Some charges may be required, like an initiation fee, and some charges may be optional. It's entirely up to you. You can also choose to display an optional joining agreement. For example, a ballooning club might say that if you're a member, you release the club from all liability from any ballooning activities that you might participate in. The joining agreement can take many forms. It's defined on the control panel, on the club tab, and once it's been defined, you can optionally display it on the wizard. It's only available for the member versions of the wizard. For the admin versions, we assume the member is signing up or renewing based on a printed form where the joining agreement is there and the member has physically signed. At the end of the wizard, there's a summary screen which lists everything that's been defined earlier. The button for the next step screen varies. If the membership needs approval, the button says Submit Application, and the submission is sent to the administrators. If no approval is required and there's no fee owed, the button says Complete Sign-up or Renewal, and then the operation is complete. If no approval is required and there is a fee that's owed, the button says Proceed to Payment. When clicked, they're taken to the payment page to complete the payment. So that's how you configure the wizards for member sign-up, renewals, and first login. For more information about configuring additional member data, member interest, additional charges, member attachments, and other ClubExpress functions, be sure to check out our video tutorials and the ClubExpress help system. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.